Hmm. Hmm. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. We're good. Had a bit of a hard time deciding which flavor of new Zurich scan tool to go with, so did the smart thing and got the mid-range model. Aw, it's glued shut. Nothing like a new blade. Look at that cut. Oh, it opens in the bottom. Whoops. First things first, it's all scratched up right out of the box. I don't even know how that happens. Some quality control. Ah. You know, some of the reviews on Harbor Freight's own website mention this thing being scratched out of the box, and I wonder if those reviewers are as stupid as I am. The manual is on their website as a PDF, but if you like good old-fashioned printed paper, here you go. Love that smell. It smells like wonton soup. Not sure what the cable's made of, but it's colder than the underside of a penguin's ballsack in here, and it's not stiff like most Harbor Freight cords are in the cold. So that's cool. Comes with 3 AAA batteries. Harbor Freight's house brand Thunderbolt. These usually just leak on me, so I'm going to go ahead and put some energizers in there. Kobe. I guess you can't say that anymore. Or maybe you can. They also include a mini USB cord for updating software, which is a port I haven't seen since 2009. Not that mini is so much better or worse than micro, or that you're going to need to use it very often, but it dates the architecture and raises doubts about its compatibility with newer cars. I wouldn't mind being proven wrong about that. So why would you spend $170 on this instead of just getting one of these compact, cheap Bluetooth dilly-bobbers off Amazon? I'm going to put this through some real-world tests for you. I happen to have access to a bunch of cars with legitimate real-world faults that this Elm 327 or any other dime store scanner can't help with. These things are generally only good for powertrain codes, engine, emissions, transmission, stuff like that. I've got ABS issues, I've got SRS codes, TPMS issues, so let's get to it. Okay, so what is this Fix Assist thing they brag about? Well, I'll tell you what it's not. Mentioned anywhere in the manual. I control F that shit and it's not in the manual at all. But I'll tell you what it is. Probably. Time for another demonstration. Got my wife's Lexus LFA here that recently threw a check engine light. So let's see if Fix Assist can help. Oh, Jesus. P0442. Not only does it tell you the code, but it gives you the description and tells you in its own words the severity level, which in this case is not very. With the purchase of the scan tool, you get access to this free app called Repair Solutions 2. It connects to the scanner via Bluetooth and is pretty freaking neat. Bluetooth is on, scanner is connected to the LFA, ignition is on, and pairing. Connect. Success. The app pulls the data from the scanner and wants to know the mileage on your car so it can nag you about all the maintenance it assumes you've skipped. The main screen here gives you access to all kinds of cool stuff, like technical service bulletins, recalls, all local on the app. But for now, what we're interested in is that check engine light. Not only does it give you a description of the code, it gives you the most likely fix, the part number you might need, and the estimated cost for that part, as well as any other possible fixes for this code that have been reported. Now technically, there's nothing here that you couldn't get from Google or by searching forums all day, but it's convenient having all this information in one place. Normally you have to pay for this, but it's included with the tool, so that's a win. I could troubleshoot this further, but I'm going to go ahead, do the right thing, tighten the gas cap, and erase it. Time to test the Zurich on my Nana's fancy new Mustang. She got her winter wheels on, which means it's time for the seasonal TPMS warning light. There's two things Nana likes. It's her Fords and her 1911s. 2 World Wars! Let's see what Vanilla Ice was on about. Oh yeah. Since I don't know which module controls TPMS, I'm just going to spam the all module scan again. Mustang? 4-cylinder eco poop, nah. Looks like even these crude barn door American muscle cars have gone Skynet on me.
Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana.
Alright, some of your attention spans aren't sufficient for this scan, so come back in a minute or so. So many modules. Powertrain control module, anti-lock brake traction control module,
restraint control module, audio control module, accessory protocol interface module, body control module B, front controls interface module, gateway module A, instrument panel control module, image processing module A, occupant classification system module, parking aid module, power steering control module, radio transceiver module, steering column control module, side obstacle detection control module, left, side obstacle control module, right, telematic control unit module, powertrain control module.
That's the problem with these scanners. Box clearly states it can read TPMS data, but the fine print clearly says this tool is a pig in a poke. You have to check the website to know for sure if you can even use it. Worth noting that I tried this on a 2014 Odyssey and it read and cleared the TPMS code just fine. So in my experience, 2019 vehicles seem to be about the cutoff for now. Let's use the Mustang to demonstrate the live data feature. Just hit the live data button, and it'll populate a list of available parameter IDs or PIDs, voltages, temps, fuel trims, etc. You can press enter to graph these or press live data again to record it. You can choose to start the recording when a code throws, but for testing purposes, we're just going to record manually. You can select all the PIDs, but that's information overload, so we're just going to pick 2. Let's do mass airflow and throttle position sensor. Those are indirectly related, so it'll be cool to see them plotted against each other. And start. Ugh, if you'll excuse me, I need a private moment with this exhaust. And we're back. Press enter to see the playback. Frame by frame is better for diagnosing, but we're going to do continuous for demonstration purposes. Here you can see frame by frame airflow rates and throttle positions. If you scroll down, you can also see the plots as a function of time. Scroll down to see plots of the other pedals you selected as well. Here's the cool part. Hold the live data button down, and you can superimpose the graphs in real time. You can see every time I open the throttle, the MAF sensor registers the increased airflow. And that, my friends, is freaking neat. Don't ever change, Nana. Our Mustang's not sexy enough for you? Well, try this. I'm no Luddite. I accept that these electric whiz-bangers are the future, so let's see if the Zurich will let us shade tree hacks even diagnose these things ourselves. The box says it can check hybrid battery voltages, so let's see what those pesky angry pixies are up to. Go to Menu, hybrid EV battery test. Select. Is this your vehicle? Unfortunately, yes. And it's either battery or alternator, so test battery. It provides some basic instructions. It says battery test does not apply for hybrid and electric vehicles.
What the H?
It's a little misleading. Maybe it's under live data. Nope. All right, let's see if it's under another module. Maybe it's under Chrysler OEM Advanced. Nope. Maybe the hybrid system is its own module. Can't even see the other modules. All module scan? Ugh. Well, if you got a late model Chrysler, definitely skip the Zurich. It seems like all it'll do is basic OBD2 stuff, so you might as well get the cheap Bluetooth dongle. On older, simpler cars, you can usually just jumper some pins out on the manufacturer-specific diagnostics port and read the flashes on the dashboard to get things like airbag codes or ABS codes. Unfortunately, that's not the case with this late model Bentley Bentayga, which is lit up like a Christmas tree. We've got an ABS light, traction control failure, and cruise control is kaput. Sounds like a speed sensor to me, but which one? The power/link button turns it on, and you get a handy little LED to help you find the G-spot in the dark. Don't know if other scanners have that, but they should. Awesome feature. It connected right away, and you can see the status LED is yellow, indicating a possible fault. Easiest thing to do is just hit System Status and do an all-module scan. 2020 Bentley Bentayga 6-liter W12, yep, that's correct. The all-module scan is a great feature. If you're ever not sure where the fault is or which module the scanner is even able to scan on your car because it's different for every year and manufacturer, this goes through one by one. Scan completed. Simply page through the modules. No engine codes, no tranny codes, but one ABS code. Here you see it not only displays the code, but the description as well. Pretty nice. Saves you some Googling. Next test subject, my 1999 Toyota Supra. A very rare year for the Supra. There's only one. This one. It has a boosted 3-liter 6-cylinder motor, just like a Supra. A manual transmission, just like a Supra. And an annoying issue where if you slam the rear-facing seats back and forth too hard, it rewards you with a picture of a kid blowing bubblegum. Like I mentioned earlier, on many old girls like this, you can just jumper some pins and flash the SRS code on the dash. But let's try the Zurich. Off to a good start. The status indicator is yellow, indicating it sees some fault. I'm going to be lazy again. System status, all modules scan. Alright, so only 3 modules are even compatible, which is kind of lame, but fortunately SRS is one of them. Open inside squib circuit. I don't know what calamari has to do with this, but I happen to know that I have a loose connection under the passenger seat. It's been there for years, you just gotta jiggle the wire and power cycle the ignition and it goes away. But let's see if the Zurich can clear it without cycling the ignition. To clear codes using the Zurich, just hit the big erase button, can't miss it. Success! Could have done all this just from jumping the pins, but I think you'd agree, this was much easier. Let's see what happens if we try to scan an unsupported module like ABS. Womp womp. Honestly, for older cars like this, I still think you should just get the cheap Bluetooth adapter. A big thank you to the few people who actually watch these videos, because it allows me to take a complete chance on an unknown tool like this and give actual, honest feedback without having to sacrifice my integrity or my kids' Disney Plus subscription.
Hooray!
Hopefully this helps you make a decision. With a mandatory 20% restock fee on these, it's a bit of a gamble, and it all comes down to what cars are compatible. make sure you check the website on the box here. Going once? Going twice?
He's dead, Jim.
Maybe just check the Harbor Freight website instead. My opinion, if you're just a guy who wants to read and clear his own check engine light, get this cheap dongle. Anyone who legit needs more data should pony up and buy more tool, like the ZR13S. It offers so much more, like ABS live data, ABS module bleeding, electronic parking brake control, diesel particulate filter resets. The 15 offers way more than the 13, but the 13 doesn't offer that much more than the 11. That's just my advice. Hey, thanks for watching.